I think I have never talked about karma as a real experience thing because I'm working always on the non duality of everything, and karma exists and doesn't exist. And when exists in a way that most of the people cannot understand what I'm saying. And I don't believe in karma because karma is not being aware of your dharma. In my words, maybe in Buddhism I'm saying something that is absolutely ridiculous for them, but I know what I'm talking about. And when you are doing something for an intention that you wouldn't like other people to do to you, you are already launching and boosting your karma and call it banana. And you are growing it and growing it. And things are happening in the way that your ego and selfish guide is taking you. And for whatever reason, all these strange other connections that you have, they are in a strange, they are not only dual, but also in a, always, maybe just when they are so dual, they are all like bad, even in the best one. I don't know. That's how I was feeling, that she was so focused always in something and she was going faster and faster. So you are not aware of anything. You are skating on time. I don't know if I can explain what I mean with this. When people are using the rational mind to go faster in the magical kingdom, something like that. And then it's like ice skating, because there is like no grip, but there is grip for an ice skater. For of course there is a grip, but there is no roads. It's like a lake, and you can go, I don't know, by your side. You stop, but that's how I feel. I feel not on ice, on glass, and not with a knife. So, and then you want to go there, and you are in a hurry instead of enjoying, because that's what you want to learn, because you are telling me in different ways and then with words this thing that is about how fucking far you are going, projecting your life into something that you probably are projecting many bad things, and then they happen. And who's surprised? But even this person probably wouldn't understand what I'm talking about. And this person was having those experiences. And many times she was arguing against it, and by arguing, at least she was aware that I was right when she was arguing. I didn't have to say anything. She just got to the higher level. But there is always, it is like a loop, because all these things, it only goes about finding the barrier or the wall or the dimension and transcend it. Otherwise, you're going to be hitting the same brick, the same key of the dimension the rest of your life. And probably she found out that it was going to be there for the rest of her life, and then she get out, but she wanted to learn how to transcend that. But when the ego is so strong that you don't want to, or maybe it was not the ego, maybe it was something different, but it's not my problem. It was something that for me, I'm learning a lot teaching to someone who wanted to learn and decided not to learn anything else. I cannot judge. I am just making a story But this person cannot watch it because this person doesn't speak English. But I can share this experience, and probably some people can follow and visualize more or less what was going on in a way that if some people can feel it, hey, I want to create a country with you, a planet, the evolution of the consciousness, whatever. I know it's more difficult than finding a needle in the barn, but I'm not searching, I'm not looking for. I'm just enjoying living my life and sometimes sharing something that I would find interesting if somebody would find it interesting. For the rest of the people, keep going in the most loving way. I hope you enjoy even if you don't know what I'm talking about. My mission is not to make people be angry. I have no mission. This is a character on a screen. This person is living the life and sometimes is sharing with others, but it's not only with people. I do it with animals, I do it with plants, I do it with water, I do it with volcanoes, I do it with the air, with the sun, with all the things that don't exist. How do you do that? Not learning from others. That's the key. You just not asking why to yourself. Because it is. There are also always answers. You are asking why as a child because you don't understand why they are taking only that path. When you see them all and say, but why that one? Why do I have to leave all these things when you are taking... And then they don't explain and they stop asking why, because you reach their level of consciousness as a child when you are 3, 4, 5, 6, probably until you discover who the wise kings are, or probably until you decide that you want to become an adult. There are different stages on different people. It's not just one day and one time because of the planets. So ridiculous. All these people so focused on the planets, about the numbers, about this, about that. They're all on the same dimension. Some of them are wrong and some of them are right, but they are all in the same dimension. And the ones that are wrong and right are both of them, depending on the context of where they are, right? For a conspiranoid, science is wrong many times. And for the science, the conspiranoids are wrong many times. And I'm talking of the non-duality of that side. So all of them are wrong, all of them are right. It doesn't matter because none of them are aware when they are still fighting on that level. So the children, all the children have this level of awareness. And then when we become adults and then we bring all this stupid thing that God is created, I already made this video so many times about how ridiculous is God created people looking like him, right? It's always the other way around. It's so easy to... That's one of the first things I felt in my life. As not to follow that path. The religion is awesome. I love it. But luckily, I transcend it. So I can enjoy in a completely different way everything they are talking about. The problem is that many things would be offending them. So I don't need to share with people that can feel offended. And that's what's happening all the time in the history with everything. There will be always people offended because they are so fucking dual about something that they are not able to see any other perspective and not at all any other dimension, of course. But there are so many fucking different levels of empathy. Empathy in the rational world means something that has almost nothing to do with consciousness. Empathy, most of the people are just using it as a thing that But many people don't have it, and there's no problem. But some people pretend it, and some people pretend not to have it. So the problem is to be aware of everything. When you're pretending something, you are not aware, because you wouldn't be cheating yourself. You're not aware of that, but you are aware that your intention is to get something. Perfect. Go and get it. And then you're not happy. And you keep succeeding, and you feel emptier and emptier and emptier. And then you come to me. And then I tell you what it is. And then you see it. And you say, but I'm not going to change my life. I don't think it's worth it. But I want to feel like you. I want to think like you. I want to do like you. But I don't want to live like you. I don't want to see the world like you. And people feel that I feel lonely in this magical world. I am one of the few adults that can enjoy as a child when I was a child. And I made so many videos about this, and the videos is nothing compared to me. People who knows me, who play with me as a child. Yeah, and we don't have to do stupid things like all these things are pretending, all these workshops, all these stories. Yeah, they are on the way. There's a moment that you say, boom. Don't you see the brick in there that you are? It's like 4 dimension, and for me it's a big barrier, a big wall, but people don't see the wall because they are so full of themselves that they are manipulating the rest of the wall, and they are painting with graffiti, and they think that the painting with graffiti, there is a lot of nice mountains until boom, they hit one. But I see that. But it's not the wall, because all of a sudden they don't have a wall. They still see the mountains and everything, and they keep hitting themselves. What happened? That I was telling them that they can create it, but there is something that is blocking them to be free in the other thing that they can feel, that can see. And how can people think that I must be feeling lonely as a bad thing, enjoying this universe that I made and that everybody has, but they don't know how to get there and enjoy as when they were children. I do it sharing this kind of stories. That's the way I do it. So I told to this woman that I am not an artist in a thing that everybody consider artist. I'm only an artist in doing this, but it's not considered an art because nobody understands it. And it doesn't matter. As long as one person feels something, then it becomes art, even if you don't understand it. But once you felt something, whatever, hate, harmony, balance, nirvana, whatever, through the connections, they can be infinite. But I'm not here to have any conflict.